Hi everyone, I'm here on Carnival Celebration on the Western Caribbean route. We are in the middle of our cruise. This is our second sea day. We have already been to Cozumel, Mexico, and I am having a fantastic time. I'm here to tell you all about my cruise this week. I'm on a special ultra cruise. It's an invitational from the casino, and I'm also here celebrating the holidays. So we've got beautiful Christmas decorations all over the ship, and there's just so much to see and do as usual. This is my first time on the Carnival Celebration out of Miami. It's Carnival's flagship, and it is absolutely gorgeous. As many of you already know, I adore the Carnival Mardi Gras. It's my favorite Carnival ship. But now I don't know, I'm going to have to choose between two favorite children because so far this celebration cruise has been wonderful. So I'm going to bring you up to date with what's been going on, what I've been enjoying. I can't believe we've only been on this fantastic ship for 2 full days plus the embarkation day because so much has already happened. So let's get started. You're watching Cruising with Dee. So I'm here with my husband, and we are in a balcony cabin, which we are absolutely loving. We are in a forward cabin on the 12th floor. This is my first time in a balcony in an XL class ship. I've been very spoiled, and I've been mostly in ocean suites on the Mardi Gras. And I have to say, it is a little tight, but it is a beautiful room. I'm going to do a whole room tour for you, but I'm filming in my room. I like the decor. It's just like kind of breezy with the Miami theme, nice, beautiful blues. And it's so convenient. Lots of plugs for me to do this for you, and a great balcony. 12 floors for me is just ideal. You really get a great ocean view without being too high up, so you get to see a lot when you're in port, and also if like a dolphin goes by when you're on your balcony. Embarkation Day is the only glitch we have faced, and that is not Carnival's fault. But on Embarkation Day, there was an accident in the tunnel on the way to the port, and I guess it was a fatal accident. Someone stole a police car, is the rumor, and it just shut traffic down. We were in a hotel, the JW Marriott on Bricknell, and it was only about 15 minutes from the port, and we left about 25 in case we hit a little traffic. Very naive us. Instead of getting there on time for a 10:30 appointment for embarkation, we actually ended up getting there, I think it was 12:30. We got in 2 hours of traffic, and we would have even been later, except there's like this place where there's like a little U turn around, and we just got out with our luggage and we walked the entire rest of the way. And our poor Uber driver, who we like gave double the fare in the tip, he was way back. That poor guy was so far out that I know he wasn't even anywhere close to where we were when we finally got to Terminal 7 for the Carnival Celebration. Oh, and we'll talk about more about the port and that whole situation in my port talk, but it's just, we had a great embarkation day. We got in, like, actually when we got to the port, no wait whatsoever. We got right on into the ship. It took 10 minutes from curb to being on board getting our Guy's Burger. Our traditional first meal when we get on Carnival ship is a Guy's Burger. We absolutely love them, so we headed up there, not a big wait, just absolutely great. And then we explored. Our rooms were ready right at 1:30. I spent a little time in the Serenity Deck just exploring that. I love Serenity Decks on XL class ships. They're beautiful. And got into our room, got rid of our luggage, and then we were off. We had a cocktail party that day for the Ultra Casino people, and I got to meet a lot of the wonderful other guests. And it's really been fun to be on the Ultra Cruise, not just because of all the little gambling perks. Like, oh, I'll show you some. Hold on. We got some cookies, very good cookies, delivered to our room today, which was really quite wonderful. And we got the mother of all drink tumblers. We got 2 of these. It is bigger than my head, but it's really nice and insulated. So thank you, Casino Department. What I was going to say was the actual biggest benefit of being on this Ultra Cruise is that you're with a small group of people relative to a 6,000 person ship with 100 to 150 people on board. And I keep seeing the same people. I introduced myself at the cocktail party. We're there for all the games. And so I'm making friends, and it feels like a small town within the bigger ship. And I've enjoyed all the connections I have made with other gamblers and other people. So that has been wonderful. We ate at the main dining room the first night. I'll have tons more on that, also with the new menus. Suffice it to say, we loved the first night. The new menu was quite good, and we are very excited about Emeril contributing to all of the new menus. Another thing we did the first night, besides gamble, and I've been doing a lot of that, but again, I will have a separate video for you all about the Ultra Cruise and how that was. But we love the entertainment. My husband and I have been involved in theater for a very long time, and we ended up going to the Welcome Aboard show, where basically it's just, you get to see bits of everything that's on board, the different music, the bands, the singers, get to see playlists, the group that's going to be doing all your main stage shows. You get to see your center stage singers, and you can kind of see what you like and what you don't like, and it's a wonderful preview of all the great live music and also the entertainment that will be on board. So that is something we also like to do. I know a lot of people don't attend that, but it's like a great preview. So that was kind of our first day. Our second day was a sea day. And it's so great to have a sea day right when you get on board. It's relaxing. You don't have to wake up early. We had a fun sea day. One of the things my husband and I like to do is we like to dance. And so we took the salsa dancing class, which was conducted by Cody, who is an amazing singer. And he is in the Playlist Productions. Just such a great voice. And also Kitty, who is also amazing. And they did the salsa dance class, which was excellent. It was just complicated enough so it wasn't boring if you've danced before, and had a really good time at that. And kind of just relaxed, spent a lot of time out on the balcony. It was just like a beautiful and perfect sea day. I like to kind of relax on that sea day and not push things too much. I did run around a little bit and just check out all the decor. I like seeing the differences between this ship and the Mardi Gras. The Latitudes bar area is absolutely beautiful, and I also love what they've done with Emeril. Yesterday, the third day, was Cozumel, and I was really excited for Cozumel. I always love it, and I had really struggled because I had wanted to go to Paradise Beach, which is one of my favorite beaches in the Cozumel area. But my husband's not a beach person, so we were just going to do a shopping and then a beach break. So a little less beach for him and a little less not beach for me. So we had that all planned. It was a carnival excursion, and when I first woke up in the morning, it was like pouring rain. And I was like, oh, do we even want to go? But it stopped raining, and we're like, okay, we'll go. So we got dressed in our bathing suits, got off the ship, and like 10 minutes we're in the port, and it starts not to rain, but to pour. Like it was just coming down, soaking everything and everyone. And my husband and I, like, we had already given our tickets in, and we were kind of had like walked halfway to the bus, and he looked at me, he's like, we are not doing this in the rain. We have done excursions in the rain and come back just miserable and soaking wet, and we weren't up for it. But we'd already handed our tickets in, not the brightest move. But we didn't care. We told them we weren't going. And then he is like, I'm out, I'm back to the ship. And I'm like, well, I'm going to stay in the port area because it's going to stop raining, right? And I'm going to have just fun, and I'll walk around, I'll shop, I'll sit by the water and look at the ships. Well, it did not stop raining for about 3 hours. And I just ended up in the Fat Tuesday bar out by the water. I've done a short on it, but I just had the best time. I got a giant limonada. I sat on one of the swings overlooking the ships and listened to the tunes and met some people, and it was a great time. It was still raining when I decided I really did want to leave. I had no sense sticking around to either shop or take photos of the shopping area, so I had to go back to the ship in the pouring rain. By the time I got to the ship, I was soaked like I had been in the pool. Very great that I ended up having a bathing suit on, and also really great that one of the shopkeepers gave me a plastic bag for my camera, or you would not be seeing this right now. I saw a super good time, and of course, I'm back about an hour, and the sun finally did come out, so if I had just waited it out, I could have at least walked around when it wasn't raining. But I still had a fun time. Unfortunately, my last cruise, which was on Royal Caribbean on Wonder of the Seas, was right in the middle of Tropical Storm Philippe, and it was like there was like no sun for the majority of the trip. It was bad weather, like wind and high waves. So I was really looking forward to a sunny port day, and that was not to be. After the port, again, we just relaxed, a lot of time on the balcony. We did some of the casino games, and then last night we had the Latin Incident cooking class in the Carnival Kitchen, our very first cooking class, and it was you cooked the food and then you had dinner in the Carnival Kitchen. And I loved this. If you're looking for a personalized experience, we only had 7 people in our group. So it was 7 people, the chef and the 2 assistants. So there was lots of help, and the food that we cooked was delicious. And so one thing, if you do it, I was confused. Like I thought we were cooking it and they were going to save it and bring it out to the table for us to eat. That wasn't the case, and I did eat like all of the tortilla soup. It was amazing. The chef had a couple little things he had us add, and also we had this beef dish I really, really loved the way it was done. The chefs in the back are cooking you a full meal, so we had everything that we had cooked, which included ceviche and empanadas. We had the tortilla soup. We had arroz con pollo, chicken with rice. I did enjoy it, but I actually enjoyed both the soup and the beef dish better the way the chef had prepared it. So just a little hint, if you take one of the cooking classes and you like what you're cooking, eat it up. I mean, there's going to be plenty of food, but it's fun to be able to taste exactly what you put into the dish. Again, very nice, intimate class. I think it was like $65 a person. I will check that for you. I am going to go a little backwards because I think I forgot to say that on the first sea day, we got to see one of my favorite carnival shows, Celestial Strings. I have now seen this show 3 times and I am never bored with it. If you do see it multiple times, well, this is what we did. The very first time I saw it, I was way up, so I got to see the big screen, all the beautiful electronic images very well. The second time, I was definitely on 7, like right by, there's this tree and some things happened there by the tree. And for this time, we were right up front. So it was the feeling of like being on stage with the performers. I mean, you know, it was like they would just go right by you. You could see the sweat on their face and the expressions, and it was really excellent. Fantastic cast right now on the celebration, and we really, really enjoyed Celestial Strings. I highly recommend it if you've not seen it once, or even if you've seen it before, to try it from another perspective or with another cast. Last night, they had Ringmaster Rhapsodies. Now, this is not the circus show where they have the area lists and all of that going on. This is a pretty simple show, but if you love Broadway, it is a great show because you've got your whole 8-piece carnival band out there with your brass, your drums, your guitar, everything. And you have your 2 main center stage singers. They're doing the show tunes from Pippin and The Greatest Showman. I love Pippin music. So it's a simple show. It's about half an hour. And it's just really great to see Broadway level performance with live music of those fantastic show tunes. After that, I spent a lot of time again in the casino. I had a much more winning night than the first 2 nights. Had a nice bonus or 2. Enjoyed myself. Stayed for the $1,000 drawing at midnight. And did not win, and then I went to bed. The one thing I am finding about being on an Ultra Cruise is that some of the events with the Ultra Cruise end up conflicting with things I really love to do, like the deck parties, etc. in the evening. That's a little bit like hard for me, but I am here to experience the Ultra fully, and so I will have more deck parties. My next Carnival cruise will be on the Jubilee, and I will just have to look forward to that, and they're going to be great with Kindle Fire. Have to say, Lee, your cruise director, is amazing. I haven't had him since the Splendor, so a while back. He deserves all the awards and accolades he gets. He has a fantastic YouTube channel, if you haven't seen it, called Lee, your cruise director, and I love cruising with him. He's made everything, the military appreciation that was today, and all of his introductions and little shows have been very special. You can't say enough about how great the cruise directors are on Carnival. And today, we slept in another sea day. Really nice. We had a little bit of rough seas last night. I'll show you like the swaying of some of the decorations that were in center stage. And it has been better today. You could feel the sea a little bit, but we got rain again. Like, I cannot get away from the rain. So the skies are very dark. Rain's been on and off. And I am looking for a sunny day somewhere in the Caribbean. Roatan, Honduras, where we're going to be tomorrow, is supposed to be better, and I will report back, praying for a sunny day. I really need that right now. Still have a really good time in the rain, and like I said, I'm on a gambling cruise, so the casino's always there, and there's so much entertainment and things to do on Carnival. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I'm on Carnival, that activities list, I check about 40 things and can only get to like 20 of them. It's okay, I do enjoy the sea days, even if I can't sun myself outside. And then other than that, really briefly, today we went to Emeril's. We love Emeril's, and when we're not into like a sea day brunch, which we did do the first sea day, we just want to have our cappuccinos and our vegan juices. I love those. And yes, both of these are pay items at Emeril's Cafe. Today I had the beignets, and they were so good. Hot, piping with the chocolate sauce. And as much as I love Emerils on the Mardi Gras, the Emerils on Celebration, the service is lightning quick. And I love the way they have it set up like a little cafe by the seaside. You've got your windows to the ocean, you've got booths, and it's a little more formal, and the service has been spectacular. So that is our go-to coffee place in the morning. We just like to hang out there. They have this weird light show that they do with these windows that are electronic over Emeril's and the Latitudes bar, and we stayed for that. We were really curious, and I've got some images for you of that, and it is a really fun little thing that just kind of adds extra to that walkway. And those windows are always changing. So when you're here, if you're in Latitudes, you're in Emeril's, or just walking by, check the windows out. We've seen a lot of different images that have been beautiful. Did the country line dancing class after that, and again, this was Harry, and oh gosh, I can't remember the gal's name who helped, so I'm sorry, but Harry did a great job. He's a center stage singer, and it was fun. It wasn't just the electric slide. The steps are a little more complicated, and it was not that crowded. Really loved it. Then we went up. There was supposed to be Lido country line dancing, and it was raining, so that didn't happen. We went to Street Eats for our favorite little snack and had chicken sauté with rice, and it was just enough because we can't overindulge. We're not doing as much exercise and dancing as we normally would do because of the casino. That's it for lunch, and we'll have an early dinner. Very much enjoying those new menus, as I mentioned. So that kind of gets you up to date. If you've got questions, please leave them in the comments. I'm doing a ton of content from the ship. Oh, I also did the military appreciation this morning. It always makes me cry, and Lee's was very special, and I'll have more on that coming up too. I have more on everything coming up, and I just can't wait to share the rest of this celebration cruise with you. I want to make a decision like Mardi Gras or Celebration, like which should you guys choose? I'll let you know all about that and compare the two, and just having a great time. So tomorrow's Roatan, Honduras. After that, we go to Cozumel in Mexico. I'm going to do the ruins there, and then we have one more sea day until then we head back to Miami. So thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification and hit that like button. We sure do appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. You've been watching Cruising with Dee.